What's good, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to talk about the best parts about all of the last 2Ks. So for the last 10 years we've had, I'm going to go over the best aspect of each of those games. Starting with 2K16, in all honesty, it's just every aspect of it was its best aspect. The shooting was great, the dribbling was great, defense felt good. It's probably the best 2K of all time. You can argue 20 or 17, but it's just everything about that. Everything about that game just felt perfect. To be honest, like if I could play any 2K again, it would be 2K16. For 2K17, I feel like that game perfected the arcade style and real basketball combination to a perfection. Because was the dribbling glitchy? Yes. Was a lot of the animations, kind of relying on ankle breakers or contact dunks? Yes, but they perfected it to where it still felt like a basketball game and it was still really fun. So they managed to perfect that combination of the super arcadey, unrealistic game with a game that still feels like you're playing basketball. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what I'm going for. I don't need to be playing actual basketball. If I wanted to do that, I'd just go outside. So being able to play this semi-unrealistic game but still being able to have that real basketball feel, I just think they did perfectly. For 2K18, I've spent a good amount of time thinking about it, and I genuinely can't think of anything from this game that I feel like was good. It's the worst 2K of all time, no debate in my eyes, and there's just nothing of real value from it. I don't think it's very good. There's nothing to take from it. The dribbling sucked. The animations were terrible. You guess you could give it shooting. That's the best part of it. But even then, the shooting wasn't great. I don't know. I've tried to really tried to figure out what type of or what aspect to give this, this 2K their best part, and I can't think of anything. For 2K19, I went with the fact that was the best My Team we've ever had. I know My Team can be kind of copy paste every year. It's the same thing generally, but something about 2K19, the My Team was just good. Not even good, it was great. It was the best My Team I've ever played. I can't really remember what about it was perfect. I know the cards were pretty exciting. They were unique. There were some fun aspects to it, and it was also just a good game with that too. But the My Team part of it, I don't think they've been able to top that since. That is the best My Team we've had since 2K19, and I don't know what My Team compares to it before that. So that's what I'm going with for 2K19. For 2K20, I'm going almost outside of the game, but it was the break from COVID. You got to play a really good 2K. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of aspects I could have picked, but it also has that nostalgia factor that carries it. While everybody's at home with COVID, we're able to play this great 2K, and that's the memories of it that I remember the most, is more the fact that I played 2K20 during COVID a lot because I had the time to. So I could pick a multitude of things, but at the end of the day, I just feel like the best part of it was the fact that there's that nostalgia factor that will always be there now with 2K20. 2K21 almost hits the same level of 18 in terms of bad. It's not as bad, but it's close. The only thing I can think of for it really is it had more of the arcade feel again that 2K kind of dove away from after 2K17. Because 17 was really arcadey, and I feel like they tried to get more realistic, which I wouldn't say worked. But 2K21 really had that arcadey feel, but I think it was a little bit too much. It just was a little too unrealistic for me. But to give it a best aspect, I would say it has to be just the fact that they brought that unrealistic gameplay back that we hadn't had in a couple of years up at that point. For 2K22, I'm going with something a little more specific, but I absolutely love the jump shots. Whether it's set shot 25 or base 3, it was just, I don't know, something about it was just special. Those jumpers were so smooth, and they were perfect jumpers in all honesty. and I don't know, something about them sticks out to me, especially now that we have to use like NBA players' jump shots and like combine them, even though we're still making our own jump shot technically, we have to combine NBA players' animations. Whereas in that, I want to say that's the last time we were able to use these custom unique jumpers that nobody had. You weren't emulating anybody, you were emulating your own gameplay that you wanted, which I thought was really cool. So the jump shots is something in 22 that really sticks out to me. For 2K23, I would say that's the best dribbling we've had since 17. I mean, there hasn't been they've been ruining dribbling more and more every year, but something about 2K23 just had this specialness to it. Like the dribbling just felt so clean. You had so many different, I don't want to say moves you could get to, but like there was a lot more you could do with it instead of just doing the same 2-3 moves over and over again. You could actually combo things up. There's actually other aspects of dribbling besides just left right. Like everything about it was good, and that's the first time I felt real good dribbling since probably 20, and even then 20 was a little left right oriented. But probably the first time I felt like there was a lot of dribbling involved since 17 in that sense. For 2K24, I struggle to find things to say that were good about it too. I don't know why. I mean, it wasn't a terrible 2K. I enjoyed it relatively. But I guess I went with you had to green every shot to make it. Not that I like whites, but like that to me that shouldn't be the best aspect of the game. Like if you want to say the shooting was fun, like in 20 for example, you knew like the instant greens was something that was really fun with shooting. Like the instant green animations was really cool. And that's something that people look back at and they love it, and that reminds them like, oh yeah, the shooting in 20 was great for that reason. But 24, it wasn't like the shooting was really cool or really fun. I wouldn't even say it was relatively difficult. It was just the fact that you had to green every shot, which was gone for a while. Especially like 22, you could green everything. You didn't even green everything. You could just hit every white as long as you were wide open. I don't know. That's all I could really think of. I mean, I enjoyed that. Especially now with 25 with RNG, I don't love that at all. But that shouldn't be the best aspect of the game. But that's what I'm going with for 2K24. 2K25 was weirdly just as difficult as 2K18 to figure out what to put for the best aspect. And it's weird because, I mean, with 2018, at least it's been 7 years since I played the game. Whereas I'm playing 2K25 right now, and yet I still can't think of the best aspect of it. And what I eventually came up with is the fact that there's a lot of game modes you can play, I guess. I mean, there's the Event Center, you have Proving Grounds, you have Theater, you have Pro-Am, Rec. I mean, they added a lot of stuff in there. Not that all of them are not viable, but like, not all of them are going to be fun at times. Some of the events suck. Some of the game modes in Theater are so bad. But at least there's options. You don't just have to play Park or Rec or whatever. They did a good job with that at least. But I don't know. Not that that's a bad thing for it to be the best aspect of the game, but kind of just feels like it shouldn't have been that hard for me to find a good aspect of a game that is currently being played. That just seems like that's wrong. Alright, that is the best aspect of the last 10 2Ks. Let me know if you guys feel different about anything or what else you guys would put in for each 2K. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you next time. Peace.